Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
Which does at least give OMG another early lane to play through. The Talia's likely losing, Rumble's likely pushing in early, and then of course the bot lane's going to work.
It's certainly doable with how big this wave is, crashing on the cannon wave. And it looks like they'll go for it because Harry is getting into the danger zone. Ultimate pop by this Aatrox, but the damage is far too great and the healing is not there. It's first blood, although Vikla looking for a little bit more, a little bit of help from his turret. Now in a 1v1, good flash to dodge out of the culling. That if the silence was still a thing, could you imagine?
It would be absolutely terrifying. All of these mobile AD carries immediately dying. Harry might be finding himself in a position of immediately dying. No flash, uses the ult, gonna die all the same.
Yeah, that equalizer, not gonna do a whole lot. He's gonna sit on top of it and close his eyes and pray that they stop hitting him for some reason.
That is, like I said in various other casts, it's not an equalizer. That's a subtraction at that point, as he just dies for nothing. Xiaoshu no longer has his ult, and now he might just be the one to die instead. Yeah,
he no longer has teammates either. And Tianzhen does have enough damage, and Xiaoshu not enough sustain.
His tier, but he wants to hit the Q onto a target. Maybe he's stacking up his tier on the Grom.
Yeah, maybe. I just thought Gromp was coming in for a turret dive.
That's the one. Classic.
Assume's been rooted up here. PP God is here, but a mid lane fight is never a 1v1 or a 2v1, and Angel is flying in as well as Tianzhen as they get on top of Assume and take him out. Teleport is here for Xiaoshu, forcing flashes, but they're not
later on. I think second item Serpentine here is so broken for his team, especially with the shielding coming in from the Ivan. Gonna hit Joy there with that W. Jim is a champion of a lot of controversy. He is at a decent point of power right now, though. Can he get himself into this fight? Dragon going uncontested. Tianzhen does have ult coming up right now. Harry not at the play. I don't think he should take the play without the Rumble.
Yeah, this is just what happens when you don't have teleport available. Sometimes you got to give objectives. That'll be a Hextech trait going over. Daisy just once again, sacrificial lamb. We love that. We stand Daisy in this household. Is looking for a bit of an engagement here onto the support. Jue is taking a lot of damage, but Tianzhen gets a lot on the way back. Assume with a perfect bullet time, and flashes are forced away. As
Daisies has kind of been what OMG are aiming to do so far. It's going to go down. OMG, they've split towards the side lanes again. I think this is okay. I think this is right. They have typically gone towards the objectives. They don't overfight this one. PP God needs to get E out here. He does, just about, as he was caught weirdly throughout that wall. But OMG looked to split the map a little bit more. As,
I really like that Rare Adam was able to pick up this Rift Herald, because if you take a look, they haven't gotten the greatest damage on some of these structures, and they need to break something because they're in danger of just falling too far behind. Oh, that's just poor timing. That is just unlucky. Joy is going to take a lot of damage. But again, the culling combo with the bullet time is too much, but Vikla is all alone, and there is plenty of damage that OMG has. Xiao Hao going to be the next target. He's forced to flash away. Assume
they're playing Swarm. You know, for me, I was always a Binding of Isaac player, so for me, I load into the Hush fight, and I'm sat there thinking, the Aatrox ain't got nothing. A wall coming up from Angel. Herald put down in mid lane. Starry not in position to influence this fight right now, so the Herald's just going to pop that mid lane turret alone for a little bit.
Xiaoshu on the bottom side here, looking for an engage, and they find a priority target. They are going after the Vi. Ultimate off to the side, bursting out the Misfortune as RA's backside, though. They are untouched for right now, but they've gone a little too deep as the Leona has nowhere to go. Xiaoshu is super low. He's going to try to get out, but he gets shot in the back, and it's only Vikla staring down the rest of OMG. Angel to teleport to try to cut him off, but the team will be able to take him out all the same. And
as well, it's going to lead to the Baron. 5-man Baron picked up by OMG. RA, yes, they get themselves that soul point, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as easy as that for the rest of this game. Baron's gone down. Xiaoshu not able to influence this game. Angel might just be caught out, though.
Yeah, at least they'll make a quick play here, and they'll be able to pick up Angel. You get something, 400 gold for Xiaoshu.
Remember, if they win this game, they go to first in the Nirvana group to play as first seed from the lower group in the LPL in that Knights rival stage. They'll be likely playing
Still had so many structures left alive. A lot of standing gold on the map for OMG to just take and ensure that this game is never close again. That might be the one.
Next fight is going to be really very, very different from those first couple. OMG, now they're pushing in towards this inner turret, see if they can force something with the Talia wall.
That combo also required like near perfect conditions as Daisy comes in from over the top, and PP God is the first to get engaged on. Xiaoshu off to the side looking to drive back Angel and the rest of the team, but they turn the engage onto Xiaoshu, who takes a lot of damage, but they continue to push forward. PP God's got to go over the wall, Harry wasn't able to join this fight. A lot of low health bars. Equalizer only hits one member. That's Xiaozhu. So OMG gets driven back by RA, and they're...
You'll know that. Blue trigger's down there. This is a problem. Xiaozhu, he's caught out alone there. I was wondering whether the trigger would be pulled even at that point. There was no response within range from him.
Here comes that teleport. Vi is on this dragon, but it's still very healthy as Daisy is coming in to try and get some vision.
Man,
the walking ward known as Daisy. Good Weaver's Wall, but they're not putting a lot of damage onto this dragon, so it doesn't keep RA out for that long. And now the opportunity for Xiao Hao to make something happen is here. Trying to get this dragon onto RA. Yeah, force RA to put the damage in.
Xiaozhu has flash, has the blast cone. He can get somewhere as well. If this is a front to back, I think it favors RA. The big combo from OMG needs to be strong. Jue's going in.
Oh, he flashes forward, but they're going to get on top of Vikla, who gets blown up. He's still alive for right now. Flashing forward, trying to get as much damage as he can out. But Harry is overheated and doing a lot. And Starry was untouched, and he manages to take down Assume. And it's all OMG here, as Leona is the last one standing. Yeah, you got the soul, but you gave 5 souls for it.
OMG almost play. It's still that soul over. He's not going to be game ending. You know what? I think I favor RA in this play.
Yeah.
Even though you're giving up towers for this, the Infernal Soul is permanent. The kills, yes, they're going to give those towers over to OMG.
On this top side and can rip this Baron whenever they want. I do wonder if there's some PTSD when it comes to Barons, especially with how the last game went, and Baron was a little disastrous for OMG. But, as you said, plenty of damage for RA. Is that enough to cover this 6,500 gold deficit?
Well, Harry is very, very strong. Xiaozhu's on the flank again, has that flash. That's a big equalizer though. Jue killed for free. Even though it was a decent solar flare in return, Jue has had a torrid time trying to get on it now to go towards this Baron. Daisy's back up again, and they'll be the forward scout.
All right, it's a 4.5 v5. This Baron is gone. And Daisy's going to be gone in a couple of moments too. OMG able to get that so much for both of these teams. OMG trying to give themselves that lifeline when it comes to playoffs and the play-ins.
With the vibe. Starry wants to be standing back for W's and for his ult as well. You're not going to catch them at the same time, which means it's very hard for RA to get a clean pick without the other one responding. Angel's coming in now, and down goes that turret with the last few seconds of the Baron.
Yep, another nice usage of Weaver's Wall. And that's, you know, fights.
That was actually the one time they could have caught both carries at once. That was the right time. You can see the angle. Angel and Starry stood next to each other. Couldn't quite get it. Daisy dies again. It has been, sadly, a bit of a, I don't know, herbicide at this point. Daisy's really not been that well, really not gotten that much value. Starry's ult comes out. Here comes the dive.
Oh, that's so much damage. Goodbye. Just ripped apart as Assume. And that could do it here as OMG has well and fully broken the base. It's a 5v4. Strongest member of RA is down. And they are pushing on to the Nexus turrets. Jue is the one who gets caught out. They combo everything they need together. Starry takes a lot of damage. It could be time for an Aatrox moment here as Vikla dumps out as much damage as he can. A lot of low health bars, but it's a 4v2 for right now. The question is Ivor going to be able to help this Aatrox persevere and heal up? No, it's not enough. Harry and PP God are the ones to shut him down. Not sure if they're going to be able to end the game because Assume is up in 10 seconds.
And the beat down is huge. We just saw how much damage he can do. We're into smoke and mirror territory now, and that's an ult and choke point.
Jue is going to have to be the one to be the sacrificial lamb and give his life. Flashes away, alive for now. It's a good bullet time to keep the support alive and force away Tianjin. So
if you go towards it, you're not in a position to fight. They may be looking towards it, but it's already gone by the time that RA poke their heads into the pit. OMG, they walk away with
full gaming.
Very, very different. Be a 5v5, not a 3v3. That one in the Knights rival stage. Rare Adam, there is room for one last twist here to bring it to a third game, but it is looking so. You crit on an auto attack and it applies a bleed. It's not the burst, but it will definitely start stacking up over time. OMG, they're going to take themselves the last inhib. The Eld is still available for a minute. There is one structure between the Nexus and OMG right now. It's that one last tower. Here comes the combo.
Oh my goodness. The blocks are at least there, but Assume gets chunked out. The last turret will fall. Bullet time is coming through. It's not hitting anybody. Tianjin is just buying more time for his team to rip through everybody. The healing for Xiaozhu, there is a lot of it, but he finally gets pulled below the threshold, blasted away by the Dragon's Breath as OMG have achieved Nirvana, the #1 team out of the group.
Starry goes down, and
these were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say
Okay.
See you on the next one.